I don't know the optimal way to have a society. Like, I don't know what the right move is really in terms of like, should we converse? Should we like, try and figure something out together? Should we take a stance? Should we die on our hill? Should we like, make our issues, fight for our issues to the last breath? And, like, I don't know what the actual correct answer is. So I just want to say that off the bat. But I think when I came to UW, from Iowa, and especially like growing up like a gay teen in Iowa, I was just like,
you're gay.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Some context. So Jai Thai is a Thai restaurant full of it's gay people. Anyway. Yeah. So I'm gay. Sorry if you couldn't tell. Too bad. Get fucked. Anyway.
Well, I wanted to ask about that. Like growing up in Iowa, what was that? Were you out yet?
I was out, kind of. I came out. My coming out story is so weird. But I guess, yeah. So the way I came out to my friends, I came out to a select group of people, and it was like the first time I ever did drugs. Surprise. It was also the first time I ever did drugs was LSD. Was like a lot of LSD.
Christ.
So I took a ton of LSD.
Why? Like, why did you start with that?
I don't know. I mean, I was like, let's cut out the middleman. Like, let's get to the real deal. I was kind of a wild child, not gonna lie. Kind of a bad boy. I wore sunglasses indoors. No, I didn't do that. I wasn't that much of a bad boy. But yeah, just outside. Anyway, and I remember like I was like coming up on these drugs, and then I overheard with my super acid hearing, I guess, as I was like in the bathroom, people in the living room being like, "Is Paul gay? Do you think Paul's gay? I don't know. Don't ask me." Like that. Fuck. And then I came out and I was like, I wish I was in a closet. I mean, that would be the most.
Was it you hallucinating those sounds?
No, they were actually like, because at this point I wasn't like actually tripping yet. I don't,
because I've had the trip where you hear stuff and that's not there.
Oh, well, because their reaction wasn't like, what? It was like, oh, okay.
That's a fucking
cleared it up.
That could have gone really sideways though.
There are so many things in my high school days that could have gone completely sideways.
Yeah.
I was pretty much like I was on the edge. I was an edge lord,
really,
the entire time. Yeah.
Meaning, let's talk about it. I'm not. I'm curious now.
I mean, I don't want to go into too much detail about my past, my mysterious past, but I was kind of like, I don't know. It was so interesting. I don't know exactly why I did this, but I was kind of into drugs in a way, kind of like, not like hard drugs, but like weed and acid, not like cocaine and Molly and stuff like that. But I was into that sort of stuff. But then I was also like really into like school. Like I was really into like learning and, stuff like that. So it's kind of like split.
You're fucking smart too. Like what your degree's in data science?
Computer science.
Okay. Yeah. So in terms of the people we've had on this podcast, much smarter than, Quinn Fitzgerald, like he likes to argue like he's smart, but
I can't believe he dresses himself in the morning. He's just, I'm just kidding. Quinn, if you're watching this, don't throw a dagger at me the next time you see me.
God damn it. That makes me so happy you think that too.
No, Quinn can dress himself, clearly. Not well, but no. Okay.
So you're into
Quinn,
school?
I love you. Yeah, you're an awesome dude.
You're into Quinn's school, but you're also into drugs and stuff, which is kind of my story too, actually. Like I was a straight A student, but
also straight A. You know
like
what I
mean? I think like
7-gram rocks, banging them.
The
Charlie Sheen of Purdue. That's what they called you.
Well, like this was still in high school, and in college it was different. But
yeah,
fuck, man, I think I took mushrooms like 12 times in 6 months my senior year of high school.
Wow.
It was like 7 grams one at the time. Like it was a lot of them. So, but still got straight A's. So
There you go.
But what was your edgelord shit?
Well, okay. I think the shadowiest edgelord shit that I did in high school was that. So there wasn't like, it was very hard to get drugs in Iowa City, like weed, for example. Like a lot harder, at least, than I presume in a more urban environment would be. And this was around the time when like the Silk Road, was like a thing.
Oh shit.
And so I was like ordering stuff off of the Silk Road.
Can you explain
with, like, Bitcoin?
what that is?
So the Silk Road, it was like a website where you could purchase drugs like on the internet, and then they would ship it to you. And it was very popular in like the early 2010s and stuff like that.
Have you seen that Netflix series about the guy that started this?
Was it Ross Ulbricht, I think? And he's in jail now because he like ordered a hit on somebody.
It was something else. It was like Sparkly something, like like the name of the site was like, what were some of the websites for ordering drugs?
Well, at this time it was just the Silk Road.
Okay.
And
there's a Netflix series about this guy who he like set that whole thing up, basically. Not Silk Road, but I'll look it up and show it to you. But it's incredible. Like it was in the UK or in Germany, and he was moving like a crazy amount of drugs. Like, and it was all through like encrypted messenger and like phones and shit like that.
I mean, that's how you. So I mean, I basically stopped doing this after high school, like in college, and then post college, I was just like, I mean, also like the Silk Road went away, basically. Yeah. I mean, and it became a divergence of several markets that constantly get taken down. Like, it's wild. It is a wild thing. But yeah, in high school, so like in order to get like, the best weed, you'd have to get Bitcoin, and to get Bitcoin, you had to like find someone and trade it in person with that person. You have to like go up and be like, here's $40, and then they will give you the Bitcoin right in front of you. And then you have to encrypt your message, like 2010-ish, stuff like that.
So Bitcoin was already out then? Yeah,
Bitcoin's been out. Bitcoin came out in like, what, 2006? Something like that?
I remember somebody talking about it really early on.
Yeah, like it was like it pretty much exclusively used for drugs, I think. But which is another thing where like I probably held, I mean, not trying to brag because obviously I lost it all, but like I probably held upwards of like $500,000 in Bitcoin at certain points during this thing to just blow it on like Blue Dream, you know what I mean? So yeah, I was like this. So like I was.
So when they shipped it to you, where did it go to? Your parents' house?
Yeah, it just went to my parents' house, and
did you ever have any like? Did they ever catch it or anything?
I think maybe they did at some points. I don't know. It's unclear. I regret doing it, honestly. Like I don't think it was like, I don't think it was the right thing to do to put, to ship it. So actually, no, I wouldn't always. I did it once or twice to like my parents' house. Mm-hmm. But then I had a friend who had an apartment, and I would just ship it to him. Yeah. Because I was just like, I don't know. It's just putting my parents in that kind of compromising position, and also it just increased the likelihood I would get caught and stuff like that. So
you never got caught?
No, not with this whole online drug marketplace stuff. No, I didn't.
Just this cash online.
Just like one time my mom came home, I was like baking a ton of pot brownies. Yeah. So that was like the biggest got caught. Also one time they caught me when I was on acid too. That was not fun.